January 7th, 2015, Team Giant-Alpecin presents itself to the world at the French Embassy in Berlin for the 2015 season. The team changed colors and proudly presents its new team kit and partners in the German capital. Cycling is back in Germany, fueled by a team philosophy that they call Keep Challenging. It's their mission to progress the sport of cycling. They are pushing the limits of technology, innovation, and athletic achievement. It's their challenge to inspire cyclists around the world. In this episode, we join the search for the competitive edge. A marginal gain sounds like a magical phrase, but it all comes from research. As a team, you have to put time into research and development to gain that margin. Warren Barguil and Tom Dumoulin are visiting the wind tunnel in Magny-Cours to test their new time trial machine.
Time trials is about details, and one of your biggest component is the air resistance. So aerodynamics is the key, and in the wind tunnel you can really look to the details, and that's what we're doing here.
The new time trial bike is state-of-the-art and up to the highest standards in aerodynamics.
But this is the very first frame which came out of the mold, so there's no other frame at the moment existing. Yeah. So we have to look at all the details, take photos, say, hey, this is good, this is not good, we have to modify here and there.
We have a new bike. It's good to see how we can adjust the new bike to actually my old position. We've done some tests and I think we've improved a lot.
Ik schakel normaal met deze twee vingers, deze.
Kan je deze omdraaien?
Want nu moet ik zo gaan bewegen. Want nu, ik weet niet hoe moet ik dan met mijn handpalm of zo.
It's not only a test of the new bike. The expert team will also test the aerodynamics of the new helmets.
The main goal was just to check the helmet, how good it is compared to the previous helmets. And we have the standard helmet here, but we have specialists here with Warren and with Tom. So therefore we also looked for some personalization to figure out if we can make them better with some special stuff, like increase the length or so. To see what we can do to make them faster.
Okay, so now we're gonna test this new prototype helmet. Try to have this tail indeed a little bit in your back. Is it your standard position?
A whole day of testing lies ahead. Costly time well spent on the race circuit in Magny-Cours.
We have the chance to do everything in-house here in Magny-Cours, and overnight we can do something like this. We don't need to wait 2 weeks or 3 weeks to get a complete new helmet made somewhere in Taiwan or in China. And we had pretty good results in this regard.
From a few different jaw angles, this was faster in his position. So probably we have to look into the data, but probably we will adjust the helmet for Tom like this. So then the whole helmet and his position is one part.
The bike, helmet, and also the position of the riders are examined closely.
The wind tunnel test is really important to test all the materials and the position of the riders. With time trialing, the velocity is really high, and when the velocity is really high, the position gets really important.
It's not only to be the fast possible, because if we can't keep the position during 1 hour, it's really not good. The best is to have the middle between the fast and the comfort on the bike.
With this test, we can change the position of the riders, and with this position changes, we can see if the aerodynamic changes and gets better, so the riders will be faster with the same amount of power.
We're now testing the difference between his head position looking forward, really that he can see the road, where there's a safer position. But when you have a straight road, it can also be that he gets with his eye more in front of him, shorter in front of him. He cannot see the road so much, but this aerodynamic position is maybe better. So if it's safe, 1K, he can have his head like this, sometimes look up a little bit. That's what we're now testing.
The results of the testing are recorded, and the insights gained will be implemented in the team's database.
Out of today, we found really interesting things. We tested the new materials, and what we hoped for, it was indeed faster, and also some position adjustments, and that's really for also for now to train on the next period. That keeping the position in the right angles can make the difference, and yeah, that's where we will train for now. Towards the Tour de France, of course, we will test the bike and the helmet in training to get all the details totally 100% perfect for the start of the Tour. That's the goal.
Another great innovation is the new team kit made of specially designed protective fibers. Its purpose is to minimize road rash after a crash. This innovation provides security and aids recovery of the riders. This is a competitive edge the team holds over other cycling teams. After the wind tunnel test in Magny-Cours, the team regroup in Apeldoorn to transfer and test some of the new insights on the indoor track. It's a practical approach by the expert team.
We're at the velodrome here, as you'll see behind me, and the idea is there is testing done for a certain setup, and then adjusted, and then tested again and again. So you're looking to, I mean, obviously we don't have endless amount of time, but we want to try and streamline this rider and make them as smooth as possible in the shortest period of time.
This day is mean to check bike positions on the TT bikes. We're testing aerodynamics of the positions, but also the setup of the bike. Yeah, to find the best balance between comfort and aerodynamics. What we did in the wind tunnel was really looking to the helmet, change it, what is the best position. And here it's more natural way of riding. Because in the wind tunnel, it's nice to see the small details, but this is more like in real life. So that combination makes it, let's say, perfect to find the best position.
The team has a scientific approach, fueled by data, and they record the findings to be able to share the gained knowledge.
We use the data and calculate how the frontal area is changing with the position. What I do now is we get the starting speed, the end speed, and the power they used. And if we copy the data to the Excel sheet, then it will calculate how fast the rider was. You get a number what the frontal area is, and then we can compare different runs. And how lower the frontal area is, how better or how faster the rider is. This is the frontal area of this run, so it's already pretty good. And then you see if you go 50 with this frontal area, you have to push 393 watts. If you gain 5 watts, I think you go 0.1 kilometer per hour faster.
Oh yeah, I guess you could say gone are the days of being a super dirty grease monkey. You could say we still get dirty and stuff like that, but there's so much information now, and that's the information which can change your rider's results perhaps forever. The more information you have, or the more knowledge you have, the more power you have. I don't mean that in a bad way, but I mean that in a good way to keep stepping. So for sure, like every year there's something new that comes along, maybe even less than a year. So there's a lot to take in. But the idea is the management team behind it all, working 24/7 to try and provide a good platform to support us out there so we can support the riders, and then the idea, the results flow from that. Yeah.
Speed up, 39.
Ja.
Met die armen.
En dan meer in elkaar duiken.
Yeah, more like this.
Ja.
2 laps, 39.
Did you focused in any way on your head and helmet?
Yeah, I tried to keep it here, and I tried to shrug my shoulders and keep my head down
Yeah.
as much as possible.
Yeah, it still looks a little bit that your head is above the package, the whole package. So we can do two things, or we test now that really your head as low as possible, or that you say, it's now was already on the limit, then we have to start changing something in the position. Yeah, it looks like that if you get a little bit more compact, that could help.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. With all riders so far, we won somewhat with a better position. We know where we work for, where we can look at. A few riders we are test now for the first time, so they were pretty okay on the bike. Now they are much better on the bike, and maybe when you do it in the future another time, you can go even further and to get perfect on the bike. That's of course the goal.
How could I say? You're part of a building block of a large, it sounds weird, machine, but part of a large family trying to make something really big happen. That's probably a better way to put it. And not necessarily governed by 9 to 5 hours, always thinking of things. So if you want to keep challenging, then yeah, I'm down for that. Maybe crazy, but yeah, we just keep on pushing.